6:51, time for the morning sprint.
An arrest has been made in connection with a stabbing homicide in Fitchburg over the weekend. 33-year-old Kanaya Quinn is in the Dane County Jail this morning. She's facing a tentative charge of first-degree intentional homicide. She'd been living with the victim at the time. The Dane County Medical Examiner has identified the victim as 62-year-old Fred Edwards Jr. The stabbing happened early Saturday around 2:30 a.m. on Greenway Cross.
Police are worried about a second attack after a bunch of car windows were smashed out a couple of nights ago. Madison PD, not sure yet who's responsible, but an officer told us that they feel a great sense of urgency to make sure that it doesn't happen to someone else, given just how many cars were hit. The cars smashed on Monday were parked both outside and inside an underground garage at the Stone Creek Gardens Apartments. The Nobel Prize Committee announcing some more winners this week. Today, they awarded the prize for chemistry. The German scientists Benjamin List and Scottish David W.C. Macmillan were awarded for developing a new way to build molecules.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is outlining the highlights of her 2022 executive operating budget. Most items focus around four main points: incorporating the town of Madison, improving public safety, investing in affordable housing, and diversifying the workforce. This is just a proposal. At this point, the budget does include a property tax hike of 1.1%. The mayor says that's the smallest increase in 20 years.
SSML says it will continue to offer its current midwife services until a new sustainable model is in place. The announcement comes just days after it said that it would make changes to its current midwife program on December 31st. The health system said it will reach out directly to current patients in the program and continue to provide updates on what the new model will look like. 7 passengers injured in an AMTRAK derailment in Montana last month are suing. Court documents show the lawsuits allege negligence from AMTRAK. A passenger's attorney says the plaintiffs will look into maintenance, car condition, and human error. They want to find out if any of that contributed to the deadly derailment. ASTRAZENECA has filed for emergency use authorization in the U.S. It's for a new COVID-19 antibody therapy. The company says it prevents symptomatic COVID-19, particularly among those who don't get an immune response from vaccination. Based on its trials, the drug reduced the risk of symptoms by 77%. More data on the treatment is expected later this year.
Kellogg's employees are on strike this morning. 1,400 workers at all the cereal company's U.S. plants walked off the job yesterday. The union and Kellogg's have been negotiating for more than a year over pay, benefits, and a threat to move work to Mexico. It's unclear how production of its brands like Frosted Flakes, Special K, and Raisin Bran will be affected.
A weapons charge against Kyle Rittenhouse will stay for now. That's the ruling from the judge after the defense asked him to throw it out. Rittenhouse is charged with shooting 3 people during protests in Kenosha last summer. Rittenhouse is facing homicide charges and being a minor in possession of a firearm. Rittenhouse was 17 at the time and has said he acted in self-defense. The trial is set to start on November 1st.
The FAA says incidents involving unruly airline passengers are at their highest level in months. More issues were reported in the last week than any week since July. A majority of the disruptions, 72%, were over the federal transportation mask mandate. More than 4,600 incidents have been reported so far this year.
1 in 7 cancer patients say they've had a serious operation delayed because of the pandemic. The University of Birmingham looked at data from 20,000 patients in 61 countries and found that even potentially life-saving surgeries were pushed back or canceled due to COVID-19 lockdowns. The impact was biggest on low-income cancer patients.
The side effects of getting a booster dose are largely similar from first to second. However, the FDA's top vaccine official said today swollen lymph nodes appear to occur more frequently after a 3rd dose. The head of the FDA's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research said it's not overly concerning. He said it's a common side effect with vaccines, and it usually goes away quickly.
In Washington today, the Senate is scheduled to vote on legislation to suspend the debt ceiling until December of 2022. The measure passed the House last week, but Republicans in the Senate have already signaled their intent to block it. The Treasury Department says the federal government will run out of money in less than 2 weeks.
According to the Wisconsin Restaurant Association, Dane County restaurants lost 44% of their workforce during the pandemic. They attribute that to the restrictions that required restaurants to limit capacity to 25%. Statewide, 22% of the restaurant workforce was lost.
We're looking at that weekend forecast. Saturday's a day that's going to feature more sunshine. Temperatures are topping out right around 80 as we start to move towards Saturday. By Sunday, we are going to see a chance for some showers or thunderstorms, but you're also going to see plenty of dry hours into Sunday as well. You head out the door today, it's cloudy, but I want you to take the sunglasses. We'll see some sunshine later on. No rain, and we are certainly warm. Those temperatures are going to be warming up into the 70s. We're watching this, though. This comes our direction tomorrow. It's a cutoff low separated from the jet stream. It's slowly going to meander its way north, and that's going to lead to our rain chances on the increase. Grab the umbrella as you head out the door tomorrow. You'll likely need that. Into Friday as well, several more rain chances are showing up in that extended forecast.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. And thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.